Yeah, no, I think Kellen wants to build out that room. He's made it a point a couple times. I asked him the other day, like, how do you make it better for your young receiver or your young quarterback, like developing them? And one of the things he said is like, we get more weapons and we're working on building that out. And then that day they went and got Jalen Polk. So I think it's something that he wants to do. But then, hey, look, I want to get more receivers, and I think the pro scouts get on it. That's Michael Parrington and his staff and all those guys, and they go out and they look for people, and you look for the opportunities, and you make the calls. You see who's available for trade and who you can claim and all that stuff. And I think it's just kind of. I do think since we've seen Kellen assert himself more, though, like some of the fingerprints on in the DNA on these moves, it has shifted a little bit. Like the Polk thing was super different than anything we've seen him do before, and that was one where it's like, oh, all right, and then kind of like stockpiling the talent at that position in general. I think it's just something that the head coach has pointed out as a point of emphasis, and they've done a good job of just kind of. I like the volume shooter approach. I don't know that I like the individual value of each thing. I don't know if I like the fourth for Vele. But if you tell me Vele a 6-7 pick swap in, you're giving up a fourth and a 6-7 pick swap, and what was the other piece of the Vele thing? A seventh. So a seventh, a 6-7 pick swap, and a fourth, and you get Vele, Jalen Polk, and Trey Palmer. I would have been like, that's not terrible value. Like you're revamping the back end of your wide receiver depth chart for not a lot. Now, if they can get this fourth round pick and not send it for Yadam, like I like that value more. Like essentially trading a fourth round pick for Yadam for the rest of the season is something that just intellectually I have trouble settling. Like you just drafted Quincy Riley with the fourth, you're going to trade another fourth. Like that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So if they keep that fourth, I love the value of the wide receiver room. If that fourth goes, it's kind of like I don't know.